Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Professor Sistrunk, and I'm reaching out to the student body. Hey, students, we have a new semester. We have our classes listed here. My purpose in demonstrating this video is for you to know exactly what you need to do. It's important that you know exactly how this class functions. I'm going to try not to make it too long, but I want to make sure it is detailed so you will know exactly what you have to do when you're taking your class. So I'm starting off with the Windows students. So this is CNS 110, Windows Client Desktop. So let's have at it. As you can see, I teleported inside of the Windows section. And the first thing I want you to do is always read your home screen. That's important to know exactly what you have to do. This gives you insight on how to approach this class. Now, most of you already have taken classes with me, so you pretty much know how I am when it comes to classes. So the same format, nothing different. You know that I do not like late work, but you also know that I don't like excuses. Excuses is not a part of this class. Please do not bring them to me. But I know somebody gonna bring me one or two. Okay, so let's move forward. Now, after you read this, you're just gonna click on content. Now, to better show you what you'll be going through, I am gonna go ahead and click on here and go in as a student. How you will see it. Now, you won't be able to see everything because one, you're not in the class. And remember, I'm gonna send you this before the class starts so you'll know exactly what you have to do. But this will also be posted on this section here, and it will say start here, so you will know what to do. Because I know if I email it to all of you, some students are not going to read their emails, but at the very least, you will know exactly what to do because it'll be posted in here. And also, it will be your first discussion question. So you're going to have questions you will have to answer after you review this video for your discussion question. Okay, let's move forward. We're in here as a student, you're going to go to content. Now, when you get to content, the main thing I want to focus on, I'm going to click on table of contents. The main thing I want to focus on, as you can see, everything is mapped out in here. But the main three things I want to focus on is one, your syllabus. Make sure you go through your syllabus. Guess what? You got a syllabus quiz, so you're going to have to read through the syllabus. If you're running into any problem, you already know, email me or meet me in the office hours. There's no excuses for not getting in contact with me. Also, here's your weeks broken down for you. Now, I'm not going to go too much into this because you got a syllabus quiz that's going to walk you through it. Now, the next place I will say, immediately go to your discussion session and begin to read the rules on discussions. I have so many students that refuse to read the rules and they miss critical points. Now, the points may not seem like anything until you get to the end of the semester and you need those points. So make sure you follow your discussion questions. Now, I know most of you already know me, so you know what you have to do when it comes to discussion questions. And your first discussion question will be this video that we're going through right now. So it's a win-win for you. The next thing is to click on assignments. Now, the assignment session, it does not have anything in it because I'm going to take you to another place where you will have to do your assignments. So bear with me on that. Now, and then you have quizzes. Now, quiz and exam, right now you see your syllabus quiz, but you will have your final exam in here too. So your final exam, you know you have to go to the testing center. But we're going to put that on a pause right now because next week we're going to be talking about the final exam and what you have to do to register in the testing center. So don't worry about it right now. We'll deal with it next week. And then you have grades. Let's deal with the class material. So once you go to content, what you will notice is you have a lot of weeks in here that you have to complete your work. Of course, 8 weeks. But in each one of these weeks, it is a link that you can link into the very assignments that you have to do. Now, I cannot do it here because I'm in a student portal, so I'm going to jump back over to my section so you can see how it looks. Bear with me for just a second. The first thing I want you to take away is this. When you click on that link, register for your book material. All of you know you have to pay for book material, and in our particular classes, the book material is online assessments, labs, and all the work you have to do. It's made simple, so you have to click on that book material. Now, I'm just going to click on the link. You're not going to see it this way, but that's what you'll do. You'll click on the link and you'll go in there. So I'm going to click on this link right here. And once you click on that particular link, it's going to teleport you into your course material. Do everything in here. Everything in here gives you points. So do it. Don't bypass anything. Now, if you notice, it took me to this screen. Now, what it's going to ask you to do is register and pay for your class. So make sure you do that. I want you to go click on outline. The outline allows you to see everything in here. Now, you may not be able to see this until you actually register. But let's say you're a student who do not have the monies at this time to pay for your class. Now, here's how I'm going to help you out. In the syllabus, there's an access key in there that will let you do this work for 2 weeks, free of charge. But here's the problem. You have 2 weeks to do the work. If you do not pay for the course within the 2 weeks that you're doing the work, and that access key run out and you lose it, all of your work will be lost. So make sure you check your syllabus for the access key that gives you 2 weeks free of charge. Important that you pay for your book material. Okay, well, if you have any questions about that, you know you can meet me in my office hours and we'll talk about it. Try not to bombard me with emails about it. Just meet me in office hours if you cannot do it on your own. Okay, so let's take a look at course introduction. So you can see you have multiple things in here. A couple of things I want to point out. It's a lot of labs in here. And as you can see, here go a lab. The lab is represented by a little mouse. Yes, a mouse. So when you click on the lab, it takes you to the labs and it walks you through the instructions. You do not have to do screenshots in this class because I'll be able to see everything you doing. It will actually record all of your steps and I'll be able to go review what you're actually doing. So that's one of the great things about this particular course, because I'll be able to see that you actually doing the work. Just make sure you take your time, don't rush, and do all the labs. Every lab in here you must do. Let me say that again. Every lab, do it. As you can see, you can start the lab. It'll tell you your score. And you can do the labs over and over again. I'm going to take the highest score. You know how I am when it comes to labs. I want you to do them perfectly. I want you to know how to do them. So take your time. Now, this is just the first step in the course. I wanted to get you up and started. As time go on, I'm going to be making actually video logs showing you how I do the stuff, so you'll know that you're doing it exactly the way you should be doing it. As you can see, we go from 1 to actually 13 chapters. Just make sure you follow the syllabus. You know I say this all the time. The syllabus is king. I even follow the syllabus. I cannot go against the syllabus. So if you follow the syllabus, you will not have a problem. And like I always say, have your syllabus out while you're doing your work. That way you know you're following the right path. Okay, so I think I showed you everything you need to know to get started. If you have any questions, email me. But most importantly, you know my office hours. It's in the syllabus. Make sure you follow the office hours. And like I said, I can see everything you do in here, so as it'll be recorded and I'll be able to see exactly what you're doing. So don't worry about that. Just complete the work and it will give you a score when you get to the end. Now, take your time. The semester is just starting. You do not have to panic. You do not have to worry about anything. But just make sure you take your time to complete your work on time. This is not a class where you get to decide when you do work. The real world do not operate like that. And most of you have jobs and you know that. So I follow that same model. When I meet with IT people, I expect them to get their work done on time. With that being said, this is Professor Sistrunk, and I'll see you in the next session.